A warm welcome back to this channel. My name is Cynthia, and you notice that this house was showcased here a few days ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago. It is a tiny, very beautifully done Mabati house, and from the responses that I got from the comment section in that video, most of you were greatly impressed and delighted with this kind of house. I hope by now you've had all your questions answered. I try as much as possible to answer most of the questions that you raise in the comment section, especially concerns about cost, concerns about the kind of fundi who did the work, and most of the time I do share the details of the contact of the fundi with you. If you are interested, please just check in the previous video. I have it linked underneath this video, so you can take time if you've not watched it yet, so that you watch it and you'll get all the contacts underneath the video. So today we proceed to check out the exterior of this house. We want to check out the fence, we want to check out the latrine, and we are going to learn quite much, because you know that latrines most of the time sink, especially when they are done on black cotton soil areas like this one. So come with me, we are going to learn a lot. Please subscribe if you've not done so yet, and give this video a thumbs up. Karibu sana. It is really nicely done.
Yeah.
And the fisherboard is really generous. Why so?
The fisherboard, I bought this timber for pillar, the gate pillar.
Yes.
But this 8x1. So the fundi told me that for fisherboard it needs 6x1. But I said that for me to save, I just have to use the ones which I use as pillar. So I didn't want to use extra cost buying new fisherboard, and I have the timber. Okay. So I told the fundi to use this one. So. And then they fitted.
Yeah, it fits well. So well.
Yeah. So this is the pit latrine.
Yes. So why is it raised a bit higher than what I'm used to seeing? I feel like it is raised off the ground level.
Yeah.
Too
So
high.
this before I constructed we started digging the pit. There was some consideration put in place. For example, I wanted a higher ground, because at this particular region, most of the pit latrines are really sinking, and I wanted something with the longevity. So I decided to come to a higher ground. This is a higher ground as compared to other places. Yes. And we sank a hole of around 15 feet. It was around 20 feet. So unfortunately, as you move the soil profile, there are different layers. Okay. So we have this type of soil, and then we have this one. We have this one, the black one. And so while they were digging, they found that the black one covered around 4 feet. And with that 4 feet, it's very easy for this soil to sink. Okay. So we had to remove it and start constructing 4 feet underground. So it was we were supposed to use stones from 4 feet underground, but instead I just decided to use to buy the metal bars so that they can do concrete. Okay. So they have done concrete 4 feet from the ground to this level, to this particular level. So this around total is around 7 feet underground. Okay. All is concrete and made of metal bars. So the reason why we are doing this, we wanted to remove this layer, because most of the toilets are sinking because of this. Whenever it gets water, then it becomes very soft, and then you find that your toilet is just sinking. Okay. So we had to remove it and do a concrete from the ground, from underground to this level. Okay. So up to this point, all these soils were removed from the inside the toilet. So after doing the concrete floor of the toilet, so I had to return the soil because of the surface flow. I didn't want the surface flow, any water flow after rain, to make some holes or some ways into the toilet, because that will facilitate or will speed up what we call sinking of this toilet. So we had to do it up to this level. So after that, then we now did the toilet using bricks, and all of this is made of bricks. The wall is made of bricks. The floor is concrete. This is concrete and metals inside it. And then the roof. The roof, I used the remains of Mabati that were used to build a temporary gate. So I told the fundi that I'm not buying new Mabati. Just wanted the fundi to remove the Mabatis so that he can use them as the roof, and he did them rightly. So for the door, I only bought 2 Mabati for the doors. I didn't want the wooden door. The reason being, this is a bathroom, and because of water, it will rot with time. So that's why I decided to use a Mabati door for both cases. And also the sunlight, because at times most of the toilets I've seen made of wood, you find that with time, continuous sun rays hitting the door, you find that the door end up being curved. So this is what I wanted, and I wanted two doors. That's for the bathroom, one for the bathroom, the other one for the toilet, because most people were preferring I do a 3-door, 2-door toilet and 1-door bathroom, but I just wanted 2 because I wanted enough space. You can also see my height. I need enough space in the bathroom. So this is the space. You can see you can turn clockwise or anti-clockwise, so long as it's 360 degrees, but it's enough space. It's very spacious. So this is our washroom.
Don't people suffer. You want to consider your height everywhere.
So this is the feet. This is the feet. And also nicely done. And also we have the breather, which I didn't want the fundis to make hole on the roof. And that's why I told them I'll buy a curved section of the pipe so that the breather should go outside, not through the roof, because already this Mabati was already used. And if we make another hole, then now they will destroy the Mabati. That's why you can see it's carved outside. So this is the toilet.
It's looking good. It's looking really good. Someone will think you are a professional contractor or an architect for that matter. Is it just out of interest? From the way you describe the conception of this toilet, this bathroom and the latrine.
So it's something I think it's always good to learn from people, because me, I can say whatever I've done here, I've learned it from people. And you know, when we were still, I can say when I was kijana, right now I started being mzee, but when I was kijana, you know, there's a section of life which you have to pass through, what we call mjengo. So this thing we've done them through mjengo, and that's why we started learning how we get this material, the name of the materials, how we do 1, 2, 3. So I learned that, and also when I came across your videos, and I had to do more research. I had to also compare other people's video, what they were doing, other people who are doing construction, what they are doing. So that's from there I was learning slowly by slowly and knowing different activities taking place in the construction industry. So this gravelia all around, total there are 105. There are 105, and there are factors I considered while planting them. One, when making the holes I was doing 1 foot by 1 foot, all of them. And then after that, in the hole, I had to add manure, the sheep and goat manure. So I mixed it with the soil, then after mixing it uniformly, then I planted my gravelia. So the reason why I decided to plant gravelia, most people in this area, they plant eucalyptus, but eucalyptus has one disadvantage. The disadvantage is that when you plant it, you find that the nearby farms, they can't do crop production because of the leaves, which are they produces some chemicals, and also it absorbs a lot of water. So I wanted to plant something that will not interfere with the nearby farms. And gravelia is very friendly, cannot consume a lot of water, and also the leaves does not contain excess chemicals that will affect other crops. So that's why I planted gravelia. So these ones I've done mulching. The reason why I've done mulching is to conserve moisture. And all these grass which I've placed here, I removed them from the compound.
From the compound?
While I was clearing during building.
Okay. So you planted gravelia all around the compound?
Yeah, all around the
just
compound.
Next to the chain link fence?
Next to the chain link fence.
Is there any consideration in terms of spacing from the fence to the tree?
Consideration is that from the fence, they should be around 1 meter at standard. 1 meter from the fence, but I use 0.75. The reason why I use 0.75 because I find that 1 meter was a bit inside, so I didn't want to consume a lot of space. That's why I decided to use 0.75. And then from one plant, from one tree to another tree, this is now 1 meter. So all of them, the spacing used is 1 meter, all of them. And now if you count all the trees, I counted all of them, there are 105 trees. So I know that in 20 years time, I have timber. I have timber, we have a very good timber. And also if I will not use them, then I have sons here who will use them for construction. Yeah. Yes. So that's what I do. Plus you are contributing to nature. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you do not end up using them yourself. Yeah. Yes. Then so, what do we have here? So what I have here, I'm preparing what we call biofertilizer. So this biofertilizer, inside it, this chicken manure. This chicken manure, I have enclosed it in a sack and tied this stick so that it should not sink. It should just hang inside the container. It should not touch the bottom. The reason why then I've added water. So the reason why I've put it like this is to dissolve slowly. So I should put it here for 21 days. And right now it's around 1 week old. So after 21 days, that's 3 weeks, then the assumption usually is that it has dissolved enough. So now you can use it to for top dressing of these plants, the trees. So this one contains enough nitrogen. What I will be doing, I will be adding nitrogen to my trees, to my plants. Can you use it for any other plant also? Yeah, you can also use it for food crops. So I do agricultural consultation, and I also educate farmers mostly nationwide. Yeah, so I've also created a bond, also a good relationship with farmers, and I think right now we are handling more than 1,000 farmers. So we do train them on crop production. Yes. Especially cereal production and also legume production, and also some vegetables, majorly vegetables. And when you come to livestock production, so general livestock production, that's poultry, sheep and goat, dairy, and also feed formulation. That's what we do. Yeah. So whenever there's any farmer or a group of farmers who need some training or who need some consultation, then we'll be at their service. So how can you be reached? So I can give my number. Yes. Because I'm a bit allergic to social media. Okay. So I usually just use my phone contact. That's Byron Otieno. And phone number 0718039474. Yeah. So this one I should pour it at the roots. It will be absorbed, not spraying. You should not spray it on the leaves, because it will lead to wilting of the leaves. So what you can do, 1 cup, I'll take 1 cup of this, then dilute it with 10 cups of water. After diluting it,
inakuwa diluted.
Yeah, it must be diluted because it's more acidic. Yeah, that's why you can't spray it.
Okay.
So I'll take 1 cup of this, then dilute it with 10 cups of water. Then after diluting it, then now I do my top dressing here.
Okay.
So while doing my top dressing, I'll pour only 1 cup of diluted chicken manure soup. Yeah. So the plant will take it through the roots, through the root system, not the leaf system. Yeah. And so you've heard how you can care for your grevillea trees. If you are intending to plant this kind of trees, you know the advantages now, and you know how you can create homemade manure to support their growth. So this is the general outlook of this compound. It is still a new compound. They've only been here for 3 months and it is still under a lot of construction. Aside from that, they also have hope that in the future they'll be able to construct a better permanent building for their use. So you can see there's still plans for construction. There's sand, there's a bit of bricks here, and a lot of other construction materials that were left over during this first phase of the construction of this home. Right ahead you can see a 5,000 liter tank of water which they use to harvest rainwater from the roof, and it has been sunk below the level of the ground because this is to allow for gravity to let the water from the roof get into the tank. In other circumstances, you notice there is a slab that had been constructed for this purpose, only to realize that it was not going to be functional. On the roof, you notice this small solar panel that is used as an alternative whenever they are out of the KPLC power. So this is a portable panel that is only functional whenever they do not have the regular power from KPLC.